Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing Big City Greens Season 1 Episode 7 B, called Mama Bird. And yep, I got the clip for this segment, and I'm very glad to have the images back for the show. It's been a while since we took a look at it, and right here we're not gonna get to this in a while, but I just wanted to mention, like, look at the tree, and those, the piece of a ladder would go for like a tree house. You see a bird's nest and barrels of apples, a faucet, I think, and a gate, a fence. It looks pretty cool. The apples up there. So yeah, let's get started with Mama Bird. And also, by the way, I before I did this review for the second half of episode 7, I checked the episode titles for episode 8, and the first half is called Welcome Home, and the second half is called Raccooned. So, all right. So we first start with Cricket and Tilly gonna dig holes, and Cricket is singing a song about digging holes and stuff, and Bill is gonna, I forgot what he was doing, but he was, what was it, an axe? Was he chopping wood? Yeah, I think it was chopping wood, and Cricket went in the way of the piece of wood that Bill's about to chop. He's like, oh, and Bill's like, ah, and he just throws his axe and hits a car. He's like, oh, like, why is this axe in my car? And Bill's like, Cricket, are you crazy? Like, he could have died. And it's like, he's not supposed to be here when I'm chopping wood. And Cricket's like, I got holes in the brain, gotta dig holes. And Tilly notices the bird's nest right here, and an egg fell out also, and and Tilly's like, and look at Tilly's outfit right here. Oh, it looks so cute. And Tilly runs off, and goes to the bird's nest, and she picks up an egg. It's like, hey, Papa, like, this bird's nest fell out of the tree. Like, and Bill's like, hey, Tilly, be careful, because because when birds hatch from their eggs, the first person they see, they think is their mama. And and Tilly's like, wait, really? So if they saw me, I would be their mama? Like, they would think I'm their mama? And Bill's like, yes, which is crazy. So, please just leave them be. And, because their mama will come back soon. And, they will need her, not you, sweetie. And she's like, I understand, Papa. And, and Cricket say, hey, yeah, Tilly, come on. We gotta dig holes anyway. And, Bill's like, Don't forget I'm talking to you. Like, I don't think I have forgotten about you, mister. And, and Tilly is looking at the eggs. And, and Tilly is basically saying, look, talking to the nest, talking to the eggs. It's like, oh, don't worry, little hatchlings. I'm going to take such good care of you. And you're going to say, Tilly, we love you so much. And she, and Tilly says, I'm sorry, I don't understand bird, but I do understand love. And this is my first complaint. Bill told her not to do something, and now she's doing it anyway. Oh yeah, she gives him a kiss also. Okay, I'll get this part in a minute, but first Cricket comes to Tilly, who's, they changed clothes because Cricket goes to Tilly, who's looking at the eggs, and Cricket's saying, well, Dad said no digging holes until I act responsibly. Bleh. And and Cricket's like, hey, didn't Dad tell you not to play with that nest? And until he's like, yeah, he did, but love doesn't abide by the rules. And and until he's like, oh, I'm gonna take such good care of them. And then like, wouldn't it be so great, Cricket, to take care of hatchlings? And Cricket's like, no, that would take like a lot of work. Yeah, I'm not into that. Until he's like, Cricket, look, they're hatching, and look, this is right here, and look, they hatched, and they look at Cricket. Look at Tilly's face. Like, oh my god, what happened? And Cricket's like, well, hey, little guys, welcome to the world. Okay. Sorry, you got a little glimpse of Raccoon right there. Sorry, but he's like, hey, little guys, welcome to the world. Skip. Raccoon. So yeah, basically, you guys got an idea of basically, you guys got a little glimpse of Raccoon, and basically, I'm gonna have a clip for that. So yeah, which is tomorrow. So now we go back to Tilly and Mama Bird, and Tilly's like, oh, so you guys think and Tilly's basically saying like, no, I'm your mama, not Cricket. And Cricket's like, that's fine with me. Like, I'll just be their funkle, which I can relate because I'm an uncle also to two nephews, so. I can relate to Cricket, and he's making funny faces, and the babies are just loving him. And until it's like, okay, you kids think Uncle Cricket's fun? Well, wait until you hang out with Mama. And it's like, I'm even gonna, I'm even gonna teach you a song to show how much I love you. And and she's giving them a bath in Phoenix is Tishable, but I'm sure she watched it. She's like, hello, little babies, my sweet little bird. Give Mama those, magic words. I love you. Like, it's very sweet and endearing, and they see Cricket like getting muddy, and so they want to do that because they want to hang out with their mom, who they think is their mom. See. Cricket's just having fun, and Tilly's is all like, wet and stuff, and she's burping, one of the birds, and like, they seen Cricket, their mom basically playing with the tire, and they want to do that. And I kind of seem interested that she was kind of clutching the one, cause like, no, please don't leave me too. And this one was kind of, because he burped on them. I mean, she burped the baby. Kind of, the baby burped, threw up on her, and just to get out of her arms. I think that's a fly or something, but and basically, she has throw up on her. And then, she's trying to put socks on them to keep them warm. And, Cricket fell from the roof, I guess. And, he just took off his pants. And he's showing his underwear. And he's just so happy. And, and the babies want to do that too. They want to be like their mom. And Tilly was about to take a picture, but, And the sock just threw her in the face. And, Cricket said, oh, you guys are giving me so much love. Okay, so a big chunk of the episode I'm basically gonna talk about, but because this is at the like the end, but basically after that montage of the song, Tilly trying to take care of the birds, and Craig's like, oh, they're smothering with me with love and stuff, and Tilly's like I give them their baths, I feed them their worms, I take care of them, I bathe them, I clean their nest. And like, how do they love me? No, they love cricket. And, and basically, until it's like, oh, maybe I can't compete with cricket, not in my normal state. And Bill comes outside and say, hey, Tilly, it's time for dinner. And he's Tilly is looking up in the tree, and Tilly's like, I'm sorry, Papa, I don't understand you. I only understand bird now. And she's wearing like feathers and like a beak, and and Bill's like, Tilly, well, first he's like, Tilly, I thought we agreed that not to mess with the baby birds. And Tilly's like, oh, it's supper time, and she has these worms, and she about to put them in her mouth, and Bill's like, ugh. And she's chewing it, and he's like, ugh. And she, has her tongue out with the smushed worms. It's all right, eat up, and the babies don't want to do it because Cricket's not doing it because they don't think Tilly's their mom, and Bill's like, oh, I guess you got everything figured out. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna get away from whatever this is. Then she spits it out and she's like, all right, kids, it's time for bed. Like, what was it? Good night, Michelle. Good night. What was it, Jennifer? And good night, Barnaby. And she's like, all right, you kids get a good night's rest, but I won't be doing that. Instead, I'm going to be reciting my song, and to you. And when you sing it back to me, that's how I know you love me. And she also mentioned earlier that, like, I'll make them love me if I have to. And, she's like, do, 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 do. And then she go to morning. She's been doing it all night, so all of her, like, her face is jacked up and her eyes are all messed up and has bags on her eyes. And she's like, do, 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 do. And, basically, one of the birds, what was it? Barnaby, I think? Yeah, I think it was Barnaby. Singing the song to her. He's like, oh, has my hard work paid off? And, Cricket's like, good morning. And he's like, ah. And, Barnaby goes to Cricket and he's like, oh, good morning, Jimmy. I call this one Jimmy. I call them all Jimmy. And Tilly's like, and the other two hatchlings wake up too. And Tilly's like, but his name is Barnaby. And, the birds, kick the nest in Tilly's face. And he's like, oh, you guys are smothering me with love. And Tilly's basically snaps. Is like, I've done everything for them. And like, do you love me? No. What's the point of giving them love if you give none back? And Cricket basically has a burst in his ears. Like, oh, I can't hear you, Tilly. I'm basically hearing all these love germs. And Tilly's basically, and the bursts come out of Cricket's ears into his hands. And Tilly's like, goodbye, ungrateful children. I'm done taking care of them. And, and Cricket's like, wait, Tilly, you promised you would take care of them. And Tilly's like, I don't care what I said back then. This is what I'm doing now. And Cricket's like, but I'm just a Funkle. I'm just a Funkle. And, then Tilly goes to Big Coffee, which is right next door to them, their house. And, then we get Gloria, who we haven't seen since the first episode, I believe. Yeah, the first segment of the first episode called Space Chicken, where the all like the animals, the chickens went to disturb the coffee place, and Gloria had Cricket in his hands. Like, does this child belong to you? Like, look, you farmers better like stay out of our way. Basically, leave us alone. We don't want your farm animals, because he thought it'd be funny to launch a chicken into our cafe. And Cricket didn't mean it like that. He said, oh, I'm your neighbor Cricket. And now we got her name, Gloria, because like she's like, all right, here's what you requested, like an empty mug and a fistful of creamers. And Tilly's like, of your service will not be forgotten. And Gloria's like so, like, where's your brother at? And he's like, oh, he's with the little ones. they're no longer my concern. And she's like, little ones? Oh, okay. And she, and she's like, I give them my time, I give them my patience, I give them my love. And Gloria's like, and the creamers is filling up to the rim of the coffee, the mug, and it's like spilling out. And she's drinking it, and she like slams the mug, and she has milk all over her face, and she's like, have you ever loved before, Gloria? And that was the first time we heard her name. And Gloria's like, I think you had enough. And she's like, I'll tell you when I had enough. And she's like, just always something with your family. And, Cricket is like, say, hey, here, birds, have your gummy worms. Because he doesn't know how to take care of them. And, he sees one that's playing with the axe. He's like, hey, get away from dangerous objects. Do you know you can get hurt? And he's like, oh no. I turned to my father. No. Then we get to Bill, who is sitting and reading the book. He has glasses on. And he's like, huh? I feel a sense of pride because Cricket is finally becoming responsible, and he doesn't want that. Oh, that's so funny. And when the babies were like threw up on him a little bit, and he's like, I gotta just get these birds out of me. Like, I gotta get them away from me. But how? And you see some pigeons flying off his roof. And he's like, all right, little kids, your Uncle Cricket needs some space, so it's time for you to fly. And I put a mattress there for a safety precaution, but I really need you to nail it on the first try. Okay? Okay. Then he grabbed all three of them, and he threw them. It's a fly, fly, fly. I'm free. He has a tear inside. And the birds basically fall down and go in the mattress and fall into the trash can. And he's like, oh, I'm coming, little birds. Like, then his overalls got stuck onto like a nail just on the roof. And he's like, oh, hang on, tiny birds. Like, my dang overalls got stuck. And, when the garbage man gets his garbage day, grabbed the trash, threw it in the garbage compactor, and basically, and Cricket's like, wait, but too late. The trash, like the garbage compactor, the garbage truck. I don't know what garbage compactor. I don't know why I said that. But the garbage truck basically drove off, and he's like, Tilly. And he's like, the kids are in trouble. He's like, oh, they're no longer my concern. Tilly, first he says, I need your help, but he's like, no, the birds are in the trash. They're in the garbage truck. Until he has this realization. He's like, Tilly, come on, you gotta do something, because Cricket can't do anything. He's trying to get his overalls unstuck, but he can't. And Tilly's like, all right, I my babies need me. It's good, like a good mother should. And he I guess it's my other complaint in the episode. Just like what was it? Gridlock. There's only like 2 complaints in the episode, but she kind of stole this guy's skateboard and helmet, and she threw him coffee creamers as like a bargaining chip. But yeah, I kind of, well, maybe she was like in a hurry. Yeah, okay, she was in a hurry, and she did give him coffee creamers, and he was excited about it, like, oh, but like a bargaining trip in life. And then she put her helmet on, and his helmet, and she moved off with the skateboard, and this is where my complaint is actually not that, it's with this, where he's like, mother always said yell at me, speed up, and I'm gonna get my driver's license soon, and that kind of ticked me off a little bit the first time I watched it. I was like, are you kidding me? And you guys like, hey, well, what the heck? Like, be careful with the garbage truck. It's like my mother raised no turtle, like no slowpoke. And he's like, she was my mother too. So that was like a little back and forth. So that was my complaint, where he sped through the yellow light. I didn't like that. And basically Tilly kind of lost them, and there's like a little fork in the road. And it's like, well, which way? And her animal psychic powers come back, where remember where she was reading the mind of Melissa the goat that has the spirit of a dog, and she's like, "Oh, what are your problems?" And Cricket said, "Don't break the psychic link." And she's like, closes her eyes, and there's like a spirit bird that kind of went inside her, and she's like, "That way," and goes the right direction. And basically, then he's like, "All right, the compactor's full, so start the compactor to crush everything." And Tilly takes off the helmet, goes out the skateboard, gets the metal pipe, puts it in between like the teeth, and then goes into the garbage can. It's like, "Oh, like Melissa and what was it? Jennifer? I forgot the names." And but Barnaby, where are you, Barnaby? And she sings a song like, "Oh, my sweet little baby, like do you hear Mama's words? Come to Mama." And dun 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 dun, and Barnaby singing the song, whistling it, and Barnaby, and the garbage about to close in, and Tilly with all the babies goes out of the garbage can. And she goes back to the house and see Cricket. Finally got his overalls and stuff. He said, "All right, Tilly, I'm coming to help you." And he said, "Oh, Tilly, you got him." And and then Tilly's basically excited. "Cricket, you wouldn't believe it. I was looking for Barnaby, and Barnaby remembered my song, and he sang to me. Cricket, he sang to me and came right to me." And the baby saw Cricket. And then babies go to Cricket, and Cricket's like, I'm sorry." And Tilly's like, I may love them, and they may not love me back because I'm not supposed to be the one to take care of them." And Cricket's like, "No, no, 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 no." And Tilly's like, "Neither are you." And he's like, "Whew." He's only 10 years old. He can't raise kids. And he's like, then this is the part where she has the nest, and basically I'm glad she learned her lesson here, where unlike in what was it called, Cricket Sitter, where she sort of learned her lesson, where you don't break your younger sibling's arm, you don't dislocate it just to get your father's approval. But then her father was knocked out, so he didn't hear her whole confession, and they just leave it like that, where Bill doesn't know, and to go home. And what was the lesson? You can get away? Like, I really didn't like that episode. But right here, Bill knew what she did. And, she's probably going to punish for it later. And, until he basically learned, Papa was right. I should not have moved your nest. Which kids can learn. You shouldn't mess with this stuff. Because, And basically, she's talking to the birds right here. And, she's like, I love you guys. But, this is for the best. I'm going to play a little bit of clip right here. Hopefully it's not too long. We understand, Tilly. This is for the best. And basically she's saying, like, I'm doing the baby voice, like, "Oh, we understand, Tilly, but, like, this is for the best." And, Tilly's basically saying goodbye. Nope. I'm gonna just pause it right here. They kind of look kind of weird, but I guess they're blue jays. This kind of looks like a blue jay. It's like going to the babies, and this is like the end of the clip right here. But they basically turn around, and until they say, "Oh, their mama came back." That sure is nice, and we get some interesting. We get some like family, like history, I guess, sort of, or family info, I guess, because all we known was Tilly was the older sister, Cricket was the younger brother, Alice was the grandma, and Bill was the father. And, Tilly basically said their mama came back. That sure is nice. I can't wait for our mama to come back. And, they basically walk to the house. And, Cricket's like, but Dad told me you ate a worm. Like, that's so gross. But what did it taste like? Until it's like, kind of like a caterpillar. And that's the end of the episode. But yeah, overall, this half of the episode, 9 out of 10. First half, 9 out of 10. So overall, the entire episode, 9 out of 10. This was a fantastic episode. I thought Gridlock was fantastic. I thought Mama Bird was fantastic. You know, great episode. Basically fantastic. And we got a little thing at the end where Tilly said, I can't wait for our mama to come back. And Tilly isn't like, she may be aloof and, you know, and she may have, like, you know, some autism. She's confirmed, and Cricket has ADHD, but she's not dumb. They're not dumb. And they know things. And Cricket wasn't like denying what Tilly was saying. And Tilly basically said, I can't wait for our mama to come back. So that tells me that she's not dead. But question, I mean, I know, but you guys probably don't know. Where is she? Like, is there like a divorce? Or was she like on a road trip? Or what's going on? And, you know, that's kind of like the mystery so far. And we came back into the show. I'm really glad we came back to this. You know, the first half of the episode, we were dealing with Bill and him basically adjusting to city life. That's basically what it was. And this half, we got Tilly first experiencing firsthand what it's like to be a mother. Also Cricket too, because he was kind of taking care of the birds because the birds were paying attention to him. But I guess he was experiencing what it's like to be an uncle and a mother. And Tilly basically being a mother, like a mother figure. And she basically experienced that it wasn't easy. Also Cricket too. You know, he kind of wanted to get rid of them. Like, I don't like this job. And, you know, Bill felt this sense of pride. And I guess it was just like one like A plot. There wasn't really like a B plot unless you called Bill like reading for a second. But yeah, and we got the little hint about Cricket and Tilly's mother, you know, Bill's wife. What's happening with her? I'm supposing that she's alive, but where is she? What's going on? And how many years has she been gone? Has it been years, months, days? I don't think days, because, you know, she's kind of been absent for the first 6 episodes, and this kind of the first 7 episodes. So has it been months, years? I don't know. So, but, you know, everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to share the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Big City Dreams Season 1, Episode 8A, called Welcome Home, and Season 1, Episode 8B, called Raccooned. You guys kind of saw little images of raccoons, sorry about that. But, alright guys, bye.